Hello and welcome to this great game of Mechabellum. We are playing against Wood. I just played it like 2 hours ago. It was a pretty good game and it features something that I've been trying to do for a long time. And it's Ionization Raidens. In a very specific situation. I think I have had the technology on for a long time and I have only used it, I guess, like 4 times or something. And I know this player very well because he streams and I watch his stream. So I know he always deploys here. It's kind of funny. Well, sometimes he deploys with steel balls here. So that's why I'm placing the storm here. And I have a pretty crappy start here, I think, against aggressive sledges. But I am the Rhino spec, which is the best specialist in the game. And he's the Farseer spec, which is also really strong. And against a board like this, like Fang shields are really good. I misplaced my arc light though. If I would pay more attention to his stream, I would place it better because he always places the same deployment. Like the crawlers are always in the same positions, I believe. He's very stuck to his builds. He plays the start always very similarly, and then late game he has lots of different cheese plays that he makes. I think as a player, like this guy doesn't run even some technologies on the units. So he's a pretty stubborn player. I think he's very easy to read on the starting positions, and I think a lot of high-level people are exploiting his playstyle. And he likes certain units a lot. And that makes him like he doesn't use half the units in the game. But I think what his strong suit is as a player is that he's really good at closing out games. Like he prepares the whole game for like one kill turn. It's very interesting, his playstyle actually. Here it's nothing, it's only missile strike. Like the elite Phoenix is quite good, but it's too early. But yeah, there's a lot to learn from Wood, I think. In Mechabellum, I think most players view the game as a very different game, think about the game very differently. And if you understand in what aspect a player is good at and try to learn it and copy it, it's very beneficial for you. And I think Wood is the master of closing out games. He's really good at seeing like 3 turns ahead where he should place his units. And then formulate some kind of plan to use oil, fire and whatnot to close out the game. I think that's his like main strong suit. And we are in a terrible position here. We need to wait for the unit drop round. This always happens when you have a bad start. You just lose until you get some help, because you cannot really commit into anything. You just have to wait. And here we see some like this deployment amounts are crazy, like 4 hounds, 4 marksmen. So here I'm thinking he will pick the hounds for sure. So that's why I'm gonna make the play I make. But he picks the worm instead. I wasn't expecting that at all. But now that I look at my board, the worm is pretty powerful against it. And that's why I deploy the Scorpions immediately. I cannot answer the Phoenix yet, I just have to hope like this Fang clears it. So why I did this play is that I thought he will put like 4 hounds here. And the scorpions are kind of nice against the hounds. Super good against sledgehammers and okay against like leveled crawlers. But instead he puts the worm here. So this doesn't go very well for me. But the Scorpion is still pretty good unit in the game, not just what I needed here. Like it's pretty terrible for now. And now I see the subsidized Mustang, and I go for the Mustang because I thought he might go Mustang, because like he might go Mustangs because he's fearing the incendiary bomb, so he can go like anti-missile Mustangs. And I go Mustangs partly because he might go Mustangs and because it's like a great composition with the Scorpions. And he has Phoenix already. And the Mustangs countered the Phoenix a little bit at least. And he ended up selling the Worm to have money for the Mustangs. I sold the Storms, I think. And now it's a Mustang mirror. But he still has a lot better board here. Because he has crawlers, I have fangs, and the crawlers are a lot better against Mustangs than fangs. And then his front line is better, and he has good damage against my Scorpions. And I have my most powerful unit here doing nothing basically. I wanted to answer the Worm with this guy because the level 2 Rhino beats a level 1 Worm, I believe. So he flanked me with the Farseer. And it's not looking good. We basically need to solve the frontline issue. Like if the Mustangs stay alive, we can kill the Phoenix. So now the enhancement module is so good, but I don't have any levels, so I really cannot pick it at this point. It's pretty good for him. So I need time here to answer his composition. He takes the EMP. And I go for an oil turn. I need some time here. Like this fire is pretty good because it only costs 200. And I will win the round with the oil and fire. And then if he wants to counter the oil, like he kind of needs to counter the oil because there's crawlers, he needs to click this button which is 400. So it's 200 more than my fire tech. And now I need to walk him through the oil, so I use my units as a bait here. Beacon some away and deploy here. This was also quite unfortunate that there was a missile strike available for both of us, so I kinda knew he would shield. Otherwise I could have placed the oil on a better position. And he missiled my Mustangs, which was protecting the flank. But he still dies to the oil, so all good. We have some time here. It's actually very close. put a missile here in case of like a Phoenix flank or something. I really need to win this round so I don't lose the game. I have the tech specialist, which is kind of good here. Here I would love to pick like advanced power system or haste module, but orbital is just way too good. Unfortunately, I cannot kill both his Phoenix with the orbital. I kinda misplaced it, right? It doesn't hit either one of them, right? So this is a Mustang spam game because we both have subsidized Mustangs. And I need frontline here, like I said, so I go armor on the Scorpion and deploy more of them. Even though he has two of these Phoenixes, they will do a lot, these Scorpions against the Mustangs. The Mustangs basically don't do any damage against them. And it's an expensive round. I think many people would like loan here and stuff. And I think you should only loan if there's like a very good reason to, or it makes your turn a lot better. Because he's at full HP. Like if I survive here, the game is gonna last for a long time. He does loan though. So we have a little bit of an economic advantage here. And all of his shit is stuck on my Scorpions. And he doesn't actually run EMP on the Phoenixes. I think he recently put in the quantum reassembly. Or I don't know, maybe he never had EMP. But the Scorpions are doing some work here, and now they are even starting to level. And this is the round, like late game drops like this, it's always gonna be some big cheese to finish the game. So I insta-pick the Raiden. I'm expecting him to go factory here. And I take Ionization against it. Like this has been my plan when I put this technology on. Like I said, I've ever used it like four times or something. Like I basically have two problems with my composition. I die to something like Phantom Ray armor or a War Factory. And it's a very usual play in high MMR to try to finish games like this. You go for the level 2 factory with armor. And the enemy usually cannot kill it. And this would have also worked if he like sold the big unit and went worms, like he had the worms unlocked earlier. I've used this against worms previously as well. Basically against only worms and factories. And look at this. It's doing so much damage. None of my other units are even touching it. So what the Ionization does is that it reduces the Raiden's attack. But it will take away 40% of the current HP. I wasn't sure if this was enough though. Because I was afraid the factory will kill my Scorpions. But this is like the perfect spot to use the technology. And I also think Mechabellum is maybe going in a little bit weird direction where it's usually like this rock, paper, scissors. And you have to guess right to win the game. If you guess wrong, you lose. So here he has the EMP available. And luckily I got the photon. It was pretty good. So here I remember I was a little bit afraid if he's gonna sell the factory. And put it maybe like here. And try to lure my Raiden here. But that was my thinking during the game, I remember. But I don't think he could have done it. So this was just a bad play, I think. Holy shit, I'm trying to sneeze, but it doesn't come out. Okay, it went away. So here it's very crucial to vote on my dudes. Like if he puts the factory here. Oh right, now I remember what I was thinking. So he could sell this, put it here, EMP this dude. And then there would be no ionization. So I do this beacon so the other dude goes into the photon and comes here to kill the factory if that happens. That was my plan here. That's why I did the beacon. So covering all the factory angles. I'm kind of surprised though that he doesn't sell the factory here. I guess it's still pretty good. And I believe, by the way, the ionization works also with the tower. I think he had like level 3 tower or something, and this dude deals a lot of damage to it. So that's actually kind of interesting. So now one more unit drop round. And here basically there's 2 air units, Overlord and Phantom Rays. And I've seen him before do like Phantom Ray flanks, so that was what I was afraid of. I was afraid of Phantom Rays with armor, like here or here. So that's why I put the marksman here and decked aerial specialization right away. And we have the oil available again. Oh no, I think I put it too forward. He can actually shield this, I think. But yeah, I was really expecting like a Phantom Ray flank here. Like 2 Phantom Rays here and Chaff with armor. The Ionization Raiden is actually pretty good here, even against the boats. Yeah, it's a level 4 tower. So it's completely all in on this side. And I beaconed the ionized one here. Oh, I changed the oil actually. Let's see if it works here. I didn't see, I think it worked. So we got it with the fire. I think the fire was pretty crucial here. Was a bit lucky that we got it on this round. But yeah, this is how you use the ionization. Like on a late unit drop turn, you take it expecting for the enemy to make some sort of big commitment against your board. Like my board is basically full of chaff clear units like Mustangs. And then it's medium clear units like Scorpions. So I cannot deal with a factory or armor worm or something like that. And this is where this guy comes in. And let's go test actually if it works against the towers. Surely it does work. Okay, level 5 tower against Ionization Raiden. Does it work? It does, and it should. It's pretty nice. It's actually funny that also heavy target steel balls work as well. So if you level the tower and enemy tries to protect it with chaff and you beacon heavy target steel balls to the tower, they actually target the tower if it has enough health. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time.